Tonight we begin with the Los Angeles airport shooting. A plane just touching down in the valley full of passengers who were there as the gunman made his move. And we now know all about that suspect. And the new twist, the eerie text messages making his own family question his capabilities. But first, the TSA officer killed, just identified as 39-year-old Gerardo Hernandez. And we've reported he's the first TSA officer killed in the line of duty in the agency's 12-year history. We're just confirming the president called the head of the TSA tonight, asking him to tell the victims' families they are in our thoughts. The FBI says this is the 23-year-old gunman, Paul Ciancia, from New Jersey, living in L.A. Inside his bag today, a handwritten note saying he, quote, wanted to kill TSA agents and pigs. Tonight's new revelation, angry, rambling texts venting about the government, and a suicide reference sent to one of his siblings. The family went straight to their chief of police. And just into the newsroom, this is what he had to say after sitting down with them tonight.
Chief, you know this family well. You grew up with the father. What kind of family are they?
Good people. Everybody in Pennsville is good people, and I really think that, this is a circumstance that the FBI is doing a great job, and obviously, it's back home here in Pennsville. And, we're going to do the best we can to help them out.
Chief, you never had a problem with this family before, had you?
Nothing, no.
Nothing ever?
No, thank you very much, okay?
2 other TSA agents survived that shooting. So did the suspected gunman, who was shot in the chest several times. Agents are still monitoring him in the hospital right now, and his roommate just spoke out.
He would always talk about documentaries he would watch about, whatever, but there was never any kind of, about any hatred or any hatred group or anything like that. So that's why I'm like, so I'm just shocked.
Escaping that shooter being described as a mad rush, a stampede of people scrambling for safety. Some of them barricading themselves in closets, and some of them actually spilling out onto the runways. And listen to how that actually caught federal agents off guard.
And they jumped out of the cars, pulled their guns, and said, hands up, get down on the ground, face down. And I mean, from their perspective, I was the first guy running away from this, running across the tarmac, which is obviously not normal.
Others came face to face with the gunman, dressed in camouflage, carrying an assault rifle, and he apparently spared their lives for one reason.
He saw me cowering there. He had his gun, and he looked at me, and he said, TSA? And I just shook my head, and he kept going.